On June 25, 1876, the rolling hills of southeastern Montana witnessed one of the most shocking military defeats in American history. Lieutenant Colonel George Armstrong Custer and over 260 soldiers of the 7th Cavalry Regiment lay dead on the battlefield, overwhelmed by a coalition of Lakota, Northern Cheyenne, and Arapaho warriors. This event, known as the Battle of Little Bighorn or Custer's Last Stand, lasted mere hours, but would reshape the trajectory of an entire nation for generations to come. To understand why this battle proved so pivotal, we must first examine the circumstances that led to this fateful confrontation. By 1876, the United States government had been systematically pushing Native American tribes onto reservations, breaking treaties and seizing lands rich in gold and other valuable resources. The Black Hills of South Dakota, sacred to the Lakota people, had been guaranteed to them by the Treaty of Fort Laramie in 1868. However, when gold was discovered there in 1874, the government demanded that all Native Americans report to reservations by January 31, 1876, or face military action. Many tribes refused to comply, gathering instead under the leadership of chiefs like Sitting Bull and Crazy Horse. This defiance prompted the U.S. Army to launch a three-pronged campaign designed to force compliance through overwhelming military pressure. Custer's 7th Cavalry was part of this coordinated effort, but their intelligence severely underestimated both the size and determination of the Native American forces they would encounter. The immediate aftermath of the battle sent shockwaves across the nation. News of Custer's defeat reached the American public during the centennial celebrations of Independence Day, creating a jarring contrast between national pride and military humiliation. Newspaper headlines screamed of massacre and betrayal, while the public demanded swift and decisive retribution. This emotional response fundamentally altered the government's approach to Native American policy, abandoning any pretense of negotiation in favor of total military subjugation. The political ramifications were equally profound. President Ulysses Grant's administration faced intense criticism for its handling of Indian affairs, contributing to the Republican Party's electoral difficulties in the following years. The defeat also exposed serious flaws in military intelligence and coordination, leading to significant reforms in how the Army conducted frontier operations. Congress responded by increasing military appropriations for Western campaigns and authorizing additional troops specifically for operations against Native American tribes. Perhaps most significantly, Little Bighorn marked the beginning of the end for Native American resistance to westward expansion. The victory, while tactically stunning, proved strategically disastrous for the tribes involved. The government's response was swift and merciless. Within months, thousands of additional troops flooded the region, systematically hunting down and defeating the scattered bands. By 1877, most of the leaders and warriors who had fought at Little Bighorn were either dead, imprisoned, or confined to reservations. The battle also accelerated the completion of America's continental expansion. The defeat galvanized public support for aggressive policies that had previously faced some opposition. The transcontinental railroad network expanded more rapidly, mining operations intensified, and agricultural settlement accelerated. The myth of manifest destiny found renewed vigor in the desire to avenge Custer's defeat. The Battle of Little Bighorn transformed American history by serving as both the high point and death knell of Native American military resistance. It exposed the brutal realities of westward expansion, while simultaneously ensuring its completion. The echoes of those gunshots on the Little Bighorn River continue to resonate today, reminding us that pivotal moments in history often arise from the collision of irreconcilable forces, forever altering the path of nations.